Hi, welcome to GeForce. I'm Julian. You join us for day 3 of E3 coverage, and E3 hasn't even started yet, but today was the event that we were looking forward to a lot. It was the PC gaming show. A lot of things put up here today, so we're going to cover everything that piqued our interest, starting with the smaller stuff like DLC. XCOM 2 has one coming out. It's called War of the Chosen. This is going to deal with 3 alien champions that the player will have to fight repeatedly. They'll get smarter as the game progresses, meaning you're going to have to adapt your strategy. Should be a nice addition to XCOM 2. The next thing we saw that we enjoyed was actually a seasonal event from Killing Floor 2. It's called Summer Sideshow. Imagine, killing zombies with your friends, except these zombies are clown zombies. So we're going to take the horror and ratchet it up to the next degree. Moving on to games that were teased that we were tickled by, we saw Islands. Bohemia Interactive actually made almost like a Minecraft-looking game, except more triangular than square, and it's got an in-game building editor, so that's going to make your creations much faster. Should be open world fun for you. We also saw more info on The Last Night, and it really captured our imagination with its pixel art style set in a very Blade Runner-looking dystopian future. It's going to be a story-driven adventure game. It looks beautiful, and it sounds fascinating as well. Next, we got an update from the least unknown player unknown of them all about his game Battlegrounds. The 1 vs 99 Battle Royale game is going to get some updates before it is officially coming out, including the ability to climb, which is nice when you're trying to get away from 99 other people. It's also going to get some updates to the server for stability reasons, so if you're the last one of 2 people, you're not going to get booted and come this close but miss out in the end. Then we saw a game called Battletech. This is like Battle Mechs except for the strategically minded among us. It's going to be all about placing your mech in the right place, approaching from the right angle, hiding them in the forest. If you love big battle mechs but you wanted a more subtle approach to it, this looks like a good game for you to check out. One game that really caught our interest and gave it some VR love is Lone Echo. It's a game where your player movement is based entirely on what you do with your hands. Looks like it's going to be set in zero gravity and going to take advantage of things like Newton's third law, where throwing a rock actually propels you forward. Great use of VR. I'm curious to check it out. And finally, we got a release date for LawBreakers. It's coming out August 8th for $29.99. None of this $60 for multiplayer-only BS. That's Cliff Bleszinski's words, not mine. So great news if you're going to get this multiplayer-only game and feel like you'd be shelling out too much otherwise. The last thing we were shown at the whole event was Age of Empires: The Definitive Edition. This is going to be a remastering of the very original Age of Empires game. So if that game got you into real-time strategy games, great news. It's going to be brought up to date, new assets, graphics, new mechanics to make it more player-friendly. Well, those were our highlights from the PC gaming show that we thought you would like the most. If you did, be sure to subscribe, and if you leave a comment, you'll be entered to win a GeForce GTX 1080 Ti and a whole bunch of other bells and whistles. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching GeForce and our coverage here at E3.